Joining us on the line right now is one of the most exciting fighters in the world. He is a former lightweight champion, and on Saturday night on HBO, he faces Mike Alvarado for a third time. Bam Bam, Brandon Rios joins us. What's going on, man?
What's going on, dude? I'm good, man. Yeah, just here in Denver, snowing as hell, but it is what it is.
So tell me, how do you get excited to face a guy for a third time? How do you manage to get up for a fight when you've already faced the guy twice?
Well, it is exciting because we're both similar. We both have a similar style of warriors. We both go out and give the fans what they want to see, and that's the war. So it's very exciting because I always wanted a trilogy, and I got my opportunity to get a trilogy. So it's going to be awesome.
Now, before you faced him the first time, you went in basically still as a lightweight champion. You're at the top of your game, and he hadn't really been up to that next level yet. Did you know that you two were going to be so competitive in the ring? Did you know he was going to be that tough when you faced him the first time?
Oh, yeah, I knew Alvarado was going to be tough because I seen him. I was watching some of his fights, and, I have fought on his undercards a couple of times, so I knew what type of fighter I was getting myself into. So, of course I knew that was going to happen. I just had to put the wheel and deal and the more guts out, and that's what happened. The outcome came the way it did.
Now, this time around, you've been telling people that you've gone back to the old school in terms of your training techniques leading up to this fight. What kinds of changes, what things are you doing differently this time around preparing for Alvarado?
Well, definitely, I let go of the strength and conditioning coach because all that stuff, did it help me? Yes. Did it make me stronger? Yes. But did it make me slower? Yes. So, it wasn't really working out as much I thought it would be. But then this time, going in, being smart, not just blocking shots, going in with my head movement and everything, not just walking into punches and take a punch to give a punch. So, we worked on different tactics and everything, and just go back to the basics, man, and just do the things that got me to the top, remember, and just do it back again.
And, it would seem that you've mastered weight cutting now because you seem to be in a pretty good mood. And I know if this were Brandon Rios 4 years ago when you were trying to cut down to 135, you might not be so cheerful on the phone right now.
That's true, man. It's part of the growing up, I think. I feel great. I'm like 2 pounds over right now. I'm still eating and drinking water and everything. So, the weight is not going to be an issue and everything. And I've been more disciplined and everything. So, I'm not worrying about that. The only thing I'm worrying about is just going out there and giving the fan and be ready for another great show.
Now, heading into the Diego Chavez fight, did you find that weight was an issue heading into that fight? Because I know you said you took a lot of time out of the gym after the Pacquiao fight. Did you find that kind of weighed you or slowed you down in the Chavez fight?
Exactly, man. After that fight, I went into training camp, but I was way over heavy because my first time in my life taking 8 months out of the gym. I usually take 2 weeks out of the gym and I'm back in the gym. But this time I took 8 months of whole 8 months, and I only got got prepped for like 2 months. So I wasn't really in the best shape of my life. I wasn't really there either, And that's what happened. It showed it, and I seen the replays and everything. My body looked disgusted, and I looked fucking heavy, and I came into the fight heavy. So, you know what? I didn't like the way I performed, so I had to get back to the top, and, it's a learning experience, and it's part of growing up.
Well, I don't know if this is like asking a woman how much she weighs or anything, but how heavy did you get after the Pacquiao fight? How much did you have to cut down to get ready for Chavez?
Well, you know what? You asking a woman, I'm a woman, so you asking me, that's kind of fucking harsh, man.
No, you know what I mean.
I don't want to tell you my weight size. I am so totally pissed off. OMG. Nah, I came in I actually came in the gym, dude. I was like literally over like almost to 180. That's the heaviest I've ever been in my life. And it was just horrible, man. I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel right. I felt out of shape. 8 months without doing shit, not even running, not even doing nothing, man. And I was out of shape as a motherfucker, not even do shit. So, that's what is part of the learning experience. And you know what? It's one of those things that you take in, just throw away and ready to move on.
I guess, the one thing people don't understand is that, when you're in a situation like that, you spend all your time just trying to cut the weight off, and you can't even worry about game planning or anything like that because you're just trying to get water weight out.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened in that fight. I wasn't really worrying about nothing, man. We wasn't practicing on game plan. We was just practicing on the weight loss. And like I said, it was a big mistake on my part. I had nobody to blame for it. I'm not gonna blame my coach or nobody. It was my fault because I took that time off. And plus, after losing to one of the best fighters in the world, which I was so motivated and highly thinking, I'm gonna beat this guy, I'm gonna retire and this and that. It kind of ended up and stabbed me in the back and it fucked me at the end. And I left and I was depressed. I was really depressed. I didn't really want to train. I didn't really want to do shit. I was just down on myself because I lost my first rodeo and I got bucked off and I was really mad.
You must obviously now think that you took that a little bbit harder than you had to, and that people probably gave you a little bit too much flack than you needed to, because, like you said, you lost to one of the greatest fighters ever. You shouldn't get that much heat for it the way that you did.
Yeah, exactly. And we have people out there, reporters and fucking people that's always talking shit and everything. You after a while it gets to you have to keep hearing it and everything. It is what it is. And like I said, I moved on. I learned, and good thing I have a wife that is very she's a therapist, and she helped me out through the situation and everything. So thanks to my wife for that. But at the end of the day, fuck it, we're ready to move on and we're ready to move forward.
So a lot's changed for you, and a lot has changed in your gym over the past 2 years too. The gym's it's become a whole lot busier. There was a time when basically it was you, it was Tony, and it was Mikey, and you guys were the focal point of the gym. Now you have superstars coming in and out all the time. What do you think of the new atmosphere and with all the extra talent that's around the gym now?
Well, it's great. It's fucking it's wonderful. I'm very pleased for Robert that his name is coming up and everything. And we do have all these talents in the gym, And like I said, we still got a lot more boxers that's coming in and upcoming rising stars. So, it's great. All I keep telling everybody when they go in that gym, y'all motherfuckers better train and train your fucking ass off. Don't come to the gym and fuck around because you ain't going to get nowhere. I didn't make this type of money. I didn't get this far just for overnight. I keep telling them, I keep motivating these guys, and I keep telling them and tell them, man, they got to be disciplined, they got to be ready. Don't be like me. Don't be a fuck up.
Well, you have a gigantic fight on Saturday in Colorado, the third fight with Mike Alvarado, and the last time you faced Mike, you said you did a little bit too much following and not enough cutting off the ring. Do you think you did that because you felt it was just a matter of time before you knocked him out, especially after you wobbled him with that jab?
You know what it was? Going into the second fight, I was just too busy thinking knockout. Like I said, I was training, but I wasn't training to win the fight. I was thinking, I'm going to knock this guy out. I'm just going to knock him out. Watch. And it bit me in the ass, and it happens, It's what happened when I got too confident. And I was thinking knockout. So, it is what it is, and Mike came out with a different game plan because I thought he was just going to go in there and trade with me. I didn't think he was going to move, run, however you want to call it. I think he was going to do that stuff, but he did, and, it is what it is. The outcome came the way it did. Now we got a third fight. Now, in the third fight, I'm disciplined. I'm ready for whatever he's going to bring. So it's not going to be like that happened in the second fight. This time I'm really, really ready for this guy.
And, I think that you don't get enough credit for the second fight, too, because it was still a close fight. We're talking, 2 points on the scorecards. People act like he was just dancing around you all night. That was still a close fight. I don't think you get enough credit for the second one.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, dude, I never get credit. People are going to hate no matter what. That's why they always have those haters and people that bias and have their fighters. So, at the end of the day, I don't really care what they think no more. But it was crazy because after the fight, his face was more beat up than mine, and he looked like the loser, and I looked like the winner. But the outcome came the way it did, and it happened the way it did, and we're ready for the third one now.
Heading into the third fight, I think the belief amongst a lot of people is that Brandon still has a little bit something left, but Alvarado might have fought the best fight of his life the last time when he faced you. Do you think that that's the case heading into this fight, that you have another gear that you can kick it into? You've probably seen the best that he has to offer?
You know what? I'm not gonna. It really depends. We don't know yet, man. But all I know is that I'm ready, and yes, I'm ready to show the world that I'm not done yet, and I'm not. I'm young in the sport, and I still got a lot. I still got a lot of gas in my tank, and I'm ready to show the people and show the world that, it happened the way it did, and that's the way it did. And I lost to one of the best in the world, and I lost to Alvarado. Well, what else can you have? There's fighters out there. There's markets that have like 5 fights, 5 losses, 6 losses, and he's still on top of the world. So you know what? I can do that, and I'm ready to come back. For Alvarado's sake, I don't know if he's done or not. I cannot answer that question or anything like that. That's up to him and his camp, and we'll see. We'll find out on Saturday night. See what he still has.
Now, last question before I let you go, Brandon. I know you said your New Year's resolution is to get back to the top in 2015. Does that mean that you'd be targeting guys like Timmy Bradley or Marquez, who you just brought up, one of those pound-for-pound type guys before the end of the year?
I'm ready to get back on top of my grind. I'm ready to get back to the top where I need to be. First of all, we got Alvarado, so that's my concentration on. I'm not worrying about anybody else, and I'm not looking forward to anybody else, because anything can happen in boxing and the sport of boxing. So right now, my New Year's resolution is to get back on top and get another big fight before I retire this boxing game.
All right, man. Well, best of luck on Saturday. I know it's going to be another tremendous fight. You're never in a boring one, and never in a boring interview either, so we're looking forward to having you back on here.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much, and it's always a pleasure. And, yeah, anytime you want to get back, have me on there, just let me know, man.
All right, man. Perfect. All right, best of luck, man. We'll talk to you soon.